Ay, 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 ugayam, galayaman, ugayam, galayaman. Hanakan nandat datong, tain kanigan ganason, di kultura ang dilubong ugayam. Kinatigkar kan respeto, dayaw kan kinapudno, yamanan mi da kayong apahu. Kayo gayang galhayaman, ot yan nagdatimpo. Rarapap mi sapay kuma may bingayo kadagiti daduma nga tattao ay ugayun.
Philippines have few written information with regards to the society, culture and technology on the past before the Spanish arrived. We relied on archaeological findings to trace the beginning of how Filipino lived with the use of science and technology. Before the Spaniard came to the Philippines, the people lived in a small town called barangay, they clustered together for safety and protection. Before the colonization of the Spaniard in our country, our native ancestors had applied science and technology in their daily tasks. Pre-Spanish.
From the way they planted crops, interpreted the movements of heavenly bodies to predict seasons and climates, and organizing days, months, and years, as well as in the medical and therapeutic properties of plants and the method of extracting medicine from the herbs in the way scientific knowledge is already applied in their lives.
The men in this era was a great hunters, but also a great inventors. To be able for them to hunt wild animals for their foods and protect themselves and their families against their enemies. They invented tools such as spears and bows.
Livelihood and clothing. While men were known for being hunters, native women, on the other hand, are the queen of the house and the princess friendly of nature. Aside of being a caregiver, they love to spend their time in nature. Discovering new things in their surrounding, roaming around in the forest, and finding plants. That are edible and for medicinal purposes. Nature stands as a provider in all aspects, from foods, clothes, and even the material we use for cooking. These are taken from the environment and they wholeheartedly value and admire it.
Instruments. They invented musical instruments, which are made of bamboos and woods. They elegantly play with it. Their emotions reflect to the sounds produced by the instruments.
The native women, on the other hand, aside of taking care of their husband and children, they are talented in weaving. With their skillful hands, they tend to provide clothes and baskets using natural materials they can find in their surrounding. Weaving became the occupation of women then, and they were often made of budded ornament.
Apart from that, our native ancestors are religious people. Before the arrival of Spanish colonizers, they believed in Anitu, which is the refer of the ancestor spirits, nature, spirits, and deities. They carve figures and statues and use it in their rituals. Bamboo pestle. They use for crushed fresh herbs and other ingredients. Banga is a kind of jar made of clay used for pitching water. Nipa hut or bahay kubo is a type of stilt house indigenous to the culture of the Philippines. It's also known as a payag or kamalig.
Até já vimos outros como ele.
Despite of cruelty of Spanish colonizer to our Filipino ancestors, numbers of contribution they bestowed that lead to the development of the country, especially in the progression of science and technology. The life of Filipino was changed the way in fishing they used net instead of bows and spears. Medicine. The style of treatment has also changed with the use of medicines like tablets and syrup. The study of medicine was also introduced. Natives were starting to use pharmaceutical drug to cure disease. From traditional to pharmaceutical drug.
In addition, being born having creative mind. Natives uses empty bottles as music instruments.
Science and technology have made a great contribution that makes people more knowledgeable, where the life of the Filipinos has been simplified and improved. Infrastructure. Moreover, a lot of infrastructure were built such as buildings, churches, roads, bridges, and forts. UST Intramuros. La Opinion Manila. Carmen Bridges. Visita Iglesia. Spanish Lighthouse. Throughout the years, science and technology changes the life of the Filipino as well as the government system. With science and technology, our country's development were beyond of our expectation. A lot of improvement were seen in terms of providing quality education, transportation, and media.
Sa eskwela, tuklasin natin ang siyensya.
Daigdig ay sasaya.